Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Well, hello there, my beautiful Pisces. I hope you are all doing well on this beautiful day. So, before we get into this reading, I'm going to be putting down some holy water. This is going to be a no contact reading for those of you that are in no contact with your person. We're going to take a look at what your person's thinking and feeling at this time, and then we will try to see if this person will break the no contact. So I'm going to go ahead and we are going to just get right into this reading today. I haven't done a no contact reading in a while, so I know some of you are questioning what's going on here. So we're going to try to get you some answers here and some information here, and then I will pull some romance and love oracle cards at the end of the reading and try to channel what your person is currently thinking and feeling about you as well. So okay, let's go. This person that my beautiful Pisces is here for, what's going on with this person and why are they in no contact right now? What's going on here? Oh boy. What's going on with this no contact? No contact. Okay. Well, right now, obviously, this person is feeling very, very lonely. And it seems like there's something here that needs to come to an end on their side. I feel like this person is very much questioning the future of this relationship, questioning this relationship in general. I get this energy too of this person. They've been spying on you, whether they're thinking about you, looking at your social media, driving past your house or your work. But there's something here that they've been trying to avoid. Okay. But whatever it is, it's like I can see there was a conflict here with this person. Possibly you guys could have had a disagreement, and this person wanted to move away from this disagreement only to find themselves in another situation that they necessarily didn't want to be in. So when I see swords are never the only good sword, and sometimes the Ace of Swords isn't always a good sword either, because the Ace of Swords can also be a double-edged sword, okay? So sometimes the truth can hurt. But swords are never, never good. And we can see that there's a lot of stuff that's going on here where swords are basically, there's a lot of avoidance when it comes to swords. You're always like, when you move from a conflict, you go into the Six Swords, okay? So you're moving on from the conflict, but then you only run into another issue here, okay? Because obviously something has not been really resolved within the Five of Swords, and you feel like smooth sailing is happening for you, when in fact you never really dealt with the Five Swords. So then it puts you right into the Seven of Swords. So we're going to go ahead and why is this person currently feeling... They're feeling lonely, though, that's for sure. So what's going on here with the Five of Pentacles? But they choose this energy. They choose this energy, and it is a temporary energy here. Okay. What's going on with the Five of Pentacles and the King of Swords, please? Five of Swords and the King of Pentacles. I feel like they want to speak something, though. While they're in this energy and they're all alone with their thoughts, this person's definitely thinking here about telling you something here that could possibly transform things here. So, but it's like a strategy that's involved here. So let's talk more specifically with the King of Swords and the Death, please. King of Swords, yeah. They're definitely wanting to reach out to you. Whoever this is definitely reaching out to you. There's something new here, okay? And they possibly might just want to extend an olive branch. Maybe just, to check in to see how you're doing, because you guys have not been in contact. And this person is very much lonely, for sure. Especially without talking to you. It does make this person feel lonely. So we're going to check and see what they've put 10 swords in here. So what has this person put 10 swords in here? Somebody's very hurt. Okay. Oh boy. Boy. This person, this no contact here right now has been excruciatingly painful for this person, okay? Very much so. And it's been definitely burdening them. And so what's basically coming out of this is this person's needing to make a final decision here about this. So what decision is this person wanting to make here? What decision here? This is like about building from the ground up. Let's go a little bit more here. Building from the ground up. But there's a lot of regret that this person didn't build on this connection more so. And I feel like this is mainly the one thing that they've been focused on. For sure. This is the one thing that this person has been focused on, is how there was something established, but it never fully, it was very much underdeveloped. And somebody's regretting why this was so underdeveloped. So why are they regretting? This is temporary energy too. Why are they regretting that this never fully developed? Why are they regretting it? There's something that they're worried about. What are they worried about? There's a lot of things that they just don't know. And it's like there's that questioning with the moon, with the Nine of Swords and the moon. This is all about a lot of fears and a lot of uncertainties here. So I definitely get your person is definitely in Nine Swords, especially at nighttime, before they go to bed, because their thoughts are with you before they go to bed at night. I feel like this person's definitely been wondering what you've been up to, especially at nighttime. I feel like in the daytime, they use a lot of other things to distract themselves. But at night, when everything's quiet, when work's done, and they're all alone in their bed, they can't help but to think about you here. But there's a lot of fear here that's involved. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to talk to the Seven of Swords here. Seven of Swords. Let's go deeper on that Seven of Swords. It's definitely an energy of this person knows that they were very much greedy. Very much greedy with you, with your time, and it caused quite a bit of a conflict here. And it's definitely left you feeling stuck in those two swords. But there is this connection here. This person does feel a strong connection to you. And it's like they almost hate that they did this, whatever this was. You guys could have had an argument here and a disagreement. So let's go ahead. We're going to move on into the Six of Swords. Six of Swords. What's going on with the Six of Swords? Six of Swords. Six of Swords to the 10 Pentacles, please. Yeah. So, right now, I feel like this person has just been focused on the only thing that they can focus on, which is what I said. They've been distracting themselves here with money, okay, with work, and putting all their time into the work, okay? Very much so. And this person definitely knows that they were greedy here, stingy with you and your time. My goodness. I do see communication, though, with that Ace of Wands, for sure. Because the more longer that they stay in no contact here, it's like the more they wonder what you're doing, what you're thinking here. And this is not going to be for all of you. It's for those of you... I mean, it could be literally somebody... I mean, I've had it happen before. I've told you guys that story where I had my, whatever, twin flame soulmate or whatever, and it was pretty painful. And it took me 10 years to finally get over him. And this was before we had cell phones. Okay? Before we had cell phones. Okay, so we weren't in contact. He would come in, out of my life, you know, and then, of course, he was my boyfriend at one point, and we had lived together, and then he would come back around, and then we would have a night of passion, and then he would leave again, and then he would come back around, and then eventually, I just moved completely to, like, I moved like 4 hours away. He did not know it, and it's been a few years ago, so it was about, after 10 years, he finds me on Facebook, and he reaches out to me. And this was 10 years, and I had already moved on. I was already completely happy. And he had come back, and I had taken him out for dinner, and I wanted to see him to see if I still felt the same. And I didn't feel the same. But he was already like, I'm so sorry for what I did to you. You didn't deserve that. He had 10 years to live without me, okay? To really start to regret all those horrible, he literally accused me of cheating on him when I never did anything like that. I was so in love with him. And I have lots of male friends. He's seen my car parked at a male friend's house. He didn't even stop to ask, though. And he just assumed, you know, that I was cheating. And then he literally kicked me out in the middle of the night, and I had to literally sleep in my station wagon for like a couple of weeks before I could find somebody to room up with, to get a room. And but he really regretted that, and he told me that he in fact was actually cheating on me. So he was accusing me of what he was literally actually doing. And I loved him so much. It was painful for me. He apologized for that. He said, I want to marry you. You're the woman of my dreams. And then a few months later, I'm sure a lot of you have heard this story. For those of you who don't. So I was in contact with him. I paid for his dinner. Wasn't really interested. He had a lot of problems. Very bad drinking problem. And anyway, I just I couldn't help him. So I hadn't talked to him for a couple of months. And I had this dream. And John, it was like, I need you to get a hold of me. So I'm like, okay. And this is my dream. So I get a hold of John. He's not answering his phone. But I know something's wrong, so I panicked. I know something's really wrong. And so I called his brother's work. I called every dealership until I could find his brother's dealership. I finally got a hold of his brother. And I was at work at the YMCA where I work at, maintenance woman. And so anyway, before work starts, I go outside the doors because I need to have a private conversation with John's brother, James. And I'm like, James, what happened to John? And he's like, I don't want to talk about it. And I said, James, I need you to tell me what's going on with John. He's like, I told you I don't want to talk about it. And I said, listen, I'm going to tell you everything that I know. So I wanted him to know that I had been in contact with his brother and I knew everything. So I tell him everything that I know that John had told me to gain his trust so I could find out what the hell was going on because I'm freaking out. And he goes, Talia, we found him dead last night. Mom found him dead last night. And I just lost my mind. And then I come back to the double doors to go back into work where I had walked out of it. And there was a literal dead bird right in front of the door. I don't know how it got there, especially within that amount of time that fast. it was almost like him sending me a message that he was gone. And then I ended up, yeah, and then I had a ghost story. That's another whole thing. That my first ghost experience had happened in October 25th of 2020, where I actually physically had him jump my body as a spirit. I know, and that sounds crazy too. And I didn't believe in ghosts or any of that stuff before that, okay? And so it changed my life. But sometimes these things take a while, you know, and you might very well have just moved on, okay? So I did a YouTube short the other day on, you better hope that they find themselves before you find somebody else. And that's all I wanted him to do, was to find himself. But then I ended up finding somebody else, and then I still loved him. I still cared about him, but just not to the degree that I did when I was, 19 years old, It was a very painful thing for me. Very painful. So your person's questioning a lot right now. So we're going to get in to see what they're questioning. Sorry about that. I'm just trying, let's get a little bit deeper on that Seven of Cups with the Three of Swords. And I feel like out of all this confusion, this person does love you, for sure. But there's a lot of heartbreak, and it doesn't have to be from you. It could be from this connection, as well as other things in their life here. There could have been other situations, other relationships to where they weren't fully healed from them yet. And possibly that's why this connection really never got up off the ground and came into the full fruition here. But I feel like this person, I see that this person is doing some healing, because we're going from 3 swords to 4 swords. So this person's definitely moving through some energy here today on my table. There's a lot of consistent energy today. I mean, we're going from 6 swords to 7 swords to 9 swords to 10 swords to 10 wands. This is the breaking point, that 10 wands. And this is where this Ace of Wands is at. I feel like they're definitely going to be reaching out to extend an olive branch to you. Because the more time goes by, the more this person misses you. And they can't stay in this energy. Because it's seemingly here that they're strategizing some kind of huge change here between the two of you. But what is this truth they're healing through right now, currently at this moment? What is this truth? Yep, and there's that 5 swords. See, I told you there was a conflict. 4 swords to 5 swords, okay? So this here, 4 swords to 5 swords. Very much wounded here. Your person is very much a wounded warrior. And they're just kind of going with the flow right now. So right now, I feel like your person, with the Wheel of Fortune, the 5 swords, 4 swords, 3 swords, baby, they're not having a good time right now. So if you think this person is out just lollygagging and they're not having a good time. They may be going out, posting pictures on social media and whatnot, acting like they're okay, but seemingly under the surface here, this person is truly not okay. So we're going to see if this person is going to break contact here, the no contact. Will this person be reaching out to Pisces in the future? I can see it on my table already, but I'm just going to go ahead and ask again. Will this person be reaching, and I already know that they're going to be reaching out to you. I can see it here. Yes. But I feel like right now they're just waiting here. They need to realize something for themselves. Okay? But I do see that this person will be breaking contact. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to pull romance and love oracle messages. Try to see if we can channel anything here from your person on what they're feeling here right now about this whole situation towards you. What are they feeling right now? Okay. Love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. So I feel like this person has definitely lost themselves. And there's the divine timing. Trust in the divine timing, that this person is going to arrive when they're meant to, and that's strongly connected with that Wheel of Fortune. But they've got to work through some of this energy before they're even going to do that, okay? And nurture your relationships like blooming flowers, and they will flourish. One more. Charisma. Love flows to you. Get radiant charisma and charm. I'm going to pull, give me just a second. I'm going to grab another deck here, guys. I'm going to totally do it. We're going to get the true emotional oracle cards as well. True emotional oracle cards as well. True emotional oracle cards, please. Messages here. Let's go. Let's go. They might have received some kind of bad news right now. Yeah, they're feeling like shit. That's for sure. I can already see that. This person seems like they know that they've done some shady behavior here. And they could be doing a lot of mirroring here. There's a lot of mirroring going on here. Okay. And you could have blocked this person. They could have blocked you. Okay. But it seems like they could be sending you some kind of... There's a secret account here that they're using to gain access to you. Backstab. There could have been pain, cheating, deception, mind games. A lot of love bombing here. Okay. All right. And you could very well be turning your back right now on this person, because there's mirroring going on here. And they do have feelings here for you. 2 more messages, please. Thank you. And there could have been a lot of karmic ties here, not just with you, but with other people here. Anything else? 1 more message. Last and final message. Thank you. Okay. This person could be fed up right now with their lifestyle, okay? They're not taking care of themselves. They're not relaxing. Yeah, there's something here going on with their finances, their home. They're fed up with being online, looking at your pictures, your social media. They're fed up with just life. They're fed up with their day-to-day and just the redundancy of their life. So guys, I hope that this helped. I tried my best for you. I don't do no contact readings that often, but I figured I would do one today for those of you searching for answers. So I hope that this message finds you well, and I help someone out there. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Appreciate everybody that does that, and I hope to see you later. Good luck.